Great one too. Good one for Nigeria. Good one for the Super Eagles. Good one for football in Africa. As our Jollof rivals, the Black Queens of Ghana, put on the bronze medal, having defeated South Africa, the third place, and the Moroccans not being excited, 2 times almost champions, and narrowly missing out on the trophy. It was a great one for Nigeria. The fight back, the bounce back. Being in a very difficult situation. 2 goals down in the first half. And then going back to the dressing room. And some tactical adjustment from the coach, Justin Madugu. And coming back into the second half. First penalty. Esther Okoronkwo stepping forward to give Nigeria a glimpse of hope. And Ijami Lucy scoring from a great cutback pass from Esther Okoronkwo to bring Nigeria back on level. And in the end, it was Jennifer Echejini with the match-winning goal. When we look at the contributions of the boots of Esther Okoronkwo, 1 goal and 2 assists to her name. It's no wonder why she earned the player of the woman of the match right at the finals. A versatile player, see her all over the pitch, right hand side of the flanks, and now we see the Super Falcons grace on the gold medal. Onumonu, Choma Okafor, Biodun Deborah, Dimei Oluwatosin, Esther Okoronkwo, the woman of the match. And the woman who gave us the equalizer for Lashade Ijami Lucy. And Jennifer Echejini, the one whose goal came at a very pivotal moment. Our very own Oyinbo Ashley Plumter. And here's what members of the technical crew I remember Oluwaseyi in 2018 when we got to the finals against South Africa, and our penalty heroics earned us the 9th Women African Cup of Nations. And the skipper, Captain Fantastic, who is also the player of the tournament, Rashidat Ajibade. Great hug. And right now, we receive the brand new trophy. Mission X, done and dusted. Nigeria, the Super Falcons, soaring high. Now the 10th, lifting the trophy for the 10th time. Funny gimmicks, and the trophy's up. Big one for Nigeria. Big one for the Super Falcons. Mission X. What a golden moment. Joy finally brought to the face of every Nigerian. Despite the hostilities of the fans, despite the laser light, now it's a floodlight of celebration. From match day one, it has been not just consistency, it has been a matter of improving in every game. They are not just giants of Africa. They are not just champions. They are also giant killers. Zambia fell. South Africa crumbled. And Morocco sent into tears. Regardless, it's Nigeria, despite all odds, who are champions. Champions are not just made, born, they are made. All the moments of hard work, preparations put together, now crowned with success. We can see the joy, the smile, and the laughter. And they will expect the welcome of heroes. They went, they saw, they battled, and they conquered. And that's been a great moment here. And I am Danjuma Israel.
our studio. Kani Sam has sneaked into the studio when Nigeria are 2 goals down. Kani Sam said, no, let me come and be the good luck for Nigeria. And when it was 3-2, he sneaked in, and Kani Sam joins me. So quickly, look at this game. Of course, I think reactions are showing the game that we just witnessed Nigeria and defeating no other than Kani Sam. First reaction to this one.
You know why I'm laughing? I was watching you. What's going on, right? I was laughing. I was watching you guys. Understand? I was laughing. I mean, first, bad performance. Came from nothing's going to happen. 2 goals. Ghost Nation in Rabat. Come on, I didn't see this coming. Remember my prediction before the game? I said the only reason why Morocco is in the final is because they are the host nation, not because they are good enough. Yes, they were scoring, but they were conceding. And I was shocked to my bone. Like, I was shocked. I couldn't believe that in the first 25 minutes, we were 2 goals down. How did it happen? Was it stage fright? Come on, these girls have been playing in this level for years. So how did it happen? And I became weak too. Sincerely, I was like, come on, bro. You predicted that, look, this game is going Nigerian way. That the only reason why Morocco is in the final that is because they are the host nation, not because they are talented enough. But here, I mean, here is Nigeria right now, 2 goals down. Are you sure your prediction is going to come back? I mean, come to reality. I was like, come on, there's still time. We're talking about just 25 minutes out of possible 90 minutes. I said, come on, 75 minutes. I mean, yeah, 65 minutes is enough for us to turn the game around. And true to my thinking, come on, that's what happened. Massive performance second half. That penalty was the sport that we needed to change everything. It happens. It came at the right time. It was converted calmly, and that was the game changer. That was when everything changed, because come on, they became weak immediately. Yeah. As soon as that happened, they became weak immediately, and they couldn't content their fear, and would pounce on their vulnerability. And here we are, come on, celebrating Mission X. Like I said, my only issue is not Golden Mission X. You understand what I mean by Golden Mission X?
Not conceding
at all. I thought that's what was going to happen. We ended up conceding 3 goals. Not bad at all. I mean, we played how many games? 6 games, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 6 games.
6 games, conceding
3.
Come on. That's less than a goal in a game.
Now, what changed for Justin Madugu? You know, the first half, like rightly mentioned, poor performance. Not what Nigerians expected. We wanted more. We wanted to see more, but unfortunately, we didn't get that energy from the girls. But in the second half, we came back to the party. The changes happened, and everything changed for Nigeria. We saw, of course, Ijamilusi, a more better player in the second 45 minutes. The moment Omadori Sola Babajide came on, and of course Jennifer Echegini, who only did not start because of the injury she sustained in the semi-final, was not good enough to start. But the coach was tired of what he had seen and brought her into the second half, and we saw a breath of fresh air. The penalty for Mr. Okoroko, cool, calm, slotted into the penalty, and then the equalizer from Ijamilusi, and then Bengals Echegini. It looked like a script where Morocco played the first half,
and we played the second half. Well, Morocco played the first half, but they played poorly to some extent, because come on, they should have killed the game too. 2 goals down, you're not. Look, once if it is 2 goals, at times it's not enough. At times it's not enough. Now, like we see it, I think the coach did. He's a good coach. Let me just give it to him. Yeah, I mean, he's a good coach. I mean,
won the Euros, won the World Cup with Spain.
I'm talking about Madugu. Madugu is a good coach. He saw what was wrong with the team, and he did the needful at the right time. At the right time. Look, that's just massive. He did the needful, took that game. I mean, made those changes, and that was when everything changed.
Now, with the Falcons, of course, winning the 10th title, the first $1 million. You are the money man. $1 million.
That's huge. That's
huge. Maybe not. Huge. Maybe we want better. Of course, of what we've seen. We've just seen a team from Auckland.
I mean,
go to the Club World Cup and without playing anything.
Don't even go too far. What they call it? If the CAF Champions League is worth more than £7 million, the Wafcon should be more than £1 million, for God's sake. If the CAF Champions League, when we're talking about the AFCON here, the CAF Champions League is worth more than £7 million, or about £7 million, then the Wafcon is supposed to be more than £7 million. I mean, it's supposed to be more than £1 million. Probably £4-5 million would have been okay. I just hope Musepe and everybody, because come on, the whole continent was agog. Everybody was following these games. It means there is interest in women football in Africa. So yeah, being the first time that a team is going to be out such amount of money, kudos to CAF. But come on, we need better. We need better. Huge, but we need better.
Now, what should the NFF do? Because right now, these girls have shown that they can play. To be honest, I didn't give us this at the start of the competition. I did not expect Nigeria to go on to win,
especially during the group stage.
I did not expect us to go on to win this competition. Yeah. But the girls have played beyond expectation
by far,
and have done massively well. Again, brought Nigerian football back to the echelon, brought Nigerian football back to the where we want to see it. They will be back in Nigeria. And I want to say this: trust Football Temple to give you the arrival of the Super Falcons from the airport to their hotel rooms, to when they'll be meeting with the president, to when they will also be meeting with the minister. Trust us to be there. And you can only stick with us for the exclusivity of the Super Falcons. You can only get it here on this channel. We'll be at the airport when we arrive there. I told you we'll be in Rabat. We're in Rabat, but maybe you missed the part where we brought Nigerian fans from Rabat and showed them on this channel. You could go back to the videos and check it. We'll always be there in your neck. Now, what next for the Nigerian government? Because we need to ensure that what these girls have done, it is the first trophy. It's a new trophy.
It is.
We must also, to a large extent, the Super Eagles are getting national honors for finishing second in the Nations Cup. These girls should get the entire Abuja. somebody should call Wike. Call Wike right now.
That's no territory at all. No. They need to be honored. They need to be rewarded. They need to be appreciated.
Yeah.
They deserve everything that's going to happen to them. I just saw the kind of attention, like you rightly mentioned, this far Eagle got when they came second in the Wafcon. This lady will get same, if not even more, because they have the trophy in their kitty. So they need every accolade, they need everything that they deserve. Just go ahead and do it for them. But beyond that, right, when you ask me, the fundamental problem is because what we saw here is individual brilliancy. Not because we have a functional league, and not because we have, you understand? No. Now, if we've done it 10 times in Africa, bro, it's time for us to make it happen at the world stage. What next is no longer Wafcon. From today henceforth, Wafcon is not the problem. What next is what are we going to be doing at the world stage? Enough of getting knocked out in the group stage or just getting to the round, to the quarterfinal and get knocked out. They without even winning a match. We need to be getting to the semi-finals and probably the final. Even if we're going to get to the final, let's go beyond that round 16. Let's go beyond that quarterfinal. It's possible. We're yet to, no African team. You cannot be winning 10 times in Africa and you're yet to win a match beyond group stage at the world level, regardless of the competition.
No, last time we got to the round of 16.
Of
at
course,
the World Cup, England knocked us out.
At the World Cup, yes, of course. That saying you don't win a match beyond the group stage. You can win the group stage, but as soon as you go out of the group stage, you get knocked out. So we've not win a match out of the group stage in any competition, be it the Olympics, be it the World Cup, whatever commission he wants to call. The Nigerian national team, female national team, has not done that. It showed something is still wrong somewhere.
Now,
it's time to conquer it's time to tell the world, look, we're good enough. We can do these things.
Now it's time to conquer the world. Let's come back to the individual awards and we'll wrap it up quickly. Of course, on the coverage of the Women African Cup of Nations, Nigeria versus Morocco, where Nigeria, if you're just joining for the first time, it is full time at the Olympic Stadium in Rabat. It is Nigeria 3, Morocco 2. Now this video will continue to play rent-free in my head for the next few days with the Moroccan fan crying, after watching our darling Morocco team, and of course lose. Now that's football, from tears to joy to excitement. That's the beauty of football. And Kani Sam, the best player at this tournament was Rasheedat Ajibade. I don't agree. I think Esther Okoronkwo for me should have been the best player, but the player that won man of the match 3 times out of 6 games. What can we say?
That's the issue with award. They are subjective in nature. You understand? They know something that use some scientific method and say, okay, this is how to arrive at it. No. It means people vote, personal interest comes in. You understand? So at times, the best might not actually get that award. We've seen controversy practically in every award. So I'm not surprised that you are not at home with it. But come on. The guys that have the power to decide who gets it, I would have decided. Even me, sitting down here, I feel Oyster Okoronkwo deserved that award. She is super Falcon personified. She did amazingly well. Practically in all our games. Mind you, she even the one that gave us
the man of,
the first goal.
She scored the goal and then gave the assist for the winning goal.
That's what I'm talking about. But come on, the guys are in charge of deciding who win which award. Decide to say, you know what, it's Rasheedat Ajibade. Come on, let it be.
Well, of course, congratulations to Rasheedat Ajibade for winning the player of the tournament, the most valuable player of the tournament. Congratulations to Nigeria's own I'm talking about no other than Chiamaka Nnadozie for being the best goalkeeper at the Women African Cup of Nations. Of course, congratulations also to Grazilan Chabak, the captain of Morocco, for finishing as the top scorer. Can you some final words? In the third place game, it was South Africa. Who lost to Ghana? It was Ghana who won. Were you surprised?
I was surprised, sincerely speaking. I mean, I was with South Africa because of what happened to them, particularly Sagadu, and decided the game very well. Scored the first goal. Then considered the goal in a manner that probably I didn't even actually expect it. Started the penalty very well. They scored the first penalty, scored the second penalty. Ghana lost their first penalty, scored the second penalty. Then South Africa lost their third penalty. And that was it. It's about done for them. I mean, from winning a golden medal in the last Wafcon to going back home with nothing. That is a total downgrade.
Well, it's a total downgrade. In one word, the Women African Cup of Nations 2024. How do you rate it?
Over 10, sincerely speaking, I'm going with 7. Out of 10, I'm going with 7.
Why?
I mean, because of the attention it was able to garner, because of the quality of game we've seen, quality of officiating. You understand? I mean, you wouldn't have believed that this game was played in Morocco, in Rabat. The quality of officiating. That penalty, some years ago, that penalty would have stood. But he didn't stand. It shows we're growing, it shows we're improving. That's why I'm rating it 7 over 10.
Well, of course, it's rated at 7 over 10. What do you rate the competition so far? Let's quickly take some comments from you from our YouTube channel. Let's quickly read comments of Nigerian fans. This one is from Fawole Femi. I hope I got your name right. Pardon me if I murder your name. You said the early 2 goals from the Moroccans even made the game to be more captivating, interesting, and mind-blowing. Congratulations to the Super Falcons. Congratulations also to you. We also have King Sky. Esther is the best player in this tournament, highest assist and goals with individual performance. Well, she was not the highest goal scorer, she was only the highest assist, just so you know, in that one. Of course, this one is from C. Collins. He said, thanks to the president instructing that all their wages be paid before the final match day. Well, of course, we must say thank him. Taiwo Adebisi say up Nigeria. Nathan Kokodia says, please, who is the highest goal scorer? Of course, we just told you it's Grazilan Chabak, who finished as the highest goal scorer. Another one from Oludare Olafadan says, renowned agenda of President Bola Tinubu. Of course, football and politics, you cannot separate it. Unfortunately, we cannot, of course, take all comments, but I'll take this last one. Thanks to be the VR, because if the Moroccans had been awarded the undeserved penalties, the girls might have been robbed. Well done, VR. Esther is the best player, no controversy. Of course, this message came from C. Collins, the first one, and Folorunsho and Denny. We see all of your messages, and we thank you so much for sticking with us.
Yeah, and guess what? There was no laser light today.
Yeah, there was. It
wasn't that big.
There was in the first half. Of course, I was going through Twitter, and which is X, and then they said there was a stadium announcement that the stadium announced that whoever uses laser next to be escorted out of the stadium. And then it reduced because it's embarrassing, for the continent of African football. The world is watching.
I wonder why.
And the laser is
I wonder why the North Africans keep doing this.
Well, it's the antics. It's the antics. Well, of course, this is where we draw the curtain on our live coverage of the Women African Cup of Nations. But don't forget, the Women African Cup of Nations conversations continues on Football Temple. Follow us on all social media as we continue to update you on happenings for in the world of football. Of course, beyond football, as we also talk about off the pitch trust, also to bring you the Grand Prix that happened this weekend.
That's going to happen
of course, that will be happening on Sunday. Well, of course, we have a few hours.
The Spirit took place
on Sunday.
Today,
of course,
Max Verstappen surprisingly
awaiting the result. Yeah, he won. I mean, we'll be awaiting the main race on Sunday, and then we'll bring it to you on Monday. As they hot, they talk for local palace and other exciting things you want to watch on this channel. Like I rightly pointed out to you, when the Falcons arrive, trust us to arrive with the Super Falcons. Football Temple brought to you by Azar Studios.